Hello, everybody. I know you guys have been up there. You guys all got here early tonight. Shit. Pardon me. Evie was there, Rustic, Rocky, Janice, God damn, Thomas and Dallas. You guys, when I say 7 o'clock, it might be 7:02, but you guys getting here this early, it's a lot. Don't expect me to be early, I promise. Where was I? Oh yeah, this. I want to pin this stupid thing. Come Hold on one second, kids. There we go. Pin message. There we go. I'm just trying to catch up. Um, Virginia, mark me, mark you present. What do you think this is? Some kind of gosh darn remedial school? Sorry, kids, this is not. Is that Linda who said that? Yes. Virginia, who was that who said that? No, Jay said that. Mark me present. Nobody's marking you anything. I'm sorry, Jay. Hi, Moonlight. So I owe you guys the first few minutes, 15 minutes of the movie because I promised you guys that last time. Well, thank you very much, Virginia. I appreciate that. You love the gallery? Jesus Christ, Rocky. I'm loving this shirt. Thanks, Colleen. Teacher. You need corporal punishment, Jay. Matt, everything is still here. Let's see. We had on Saturday, I think I mentioned this to you guys. We had the people from what was his name? What we call Osborne, Jack Osborne show come up, and the field producer that came up was not exactly. I don't know. She was a little bit standoffish, and I was thinking, if you're going to be going to a location that you're going to be scouting out, I think you should know God for the story of what the location is instead of going in blind. Especially if you're a TV show, it's not like any more of the movie. Not anymore. I'm not going to show you any more of the movie. I'm going to show you the same 15 minutes. Why would I show more of the movie? By the time we got done, you'd have seen the whole entire movie, and what's the point of that? Hey, Sean. Do I miss? I think you said it yourself in the question. I don't have to repeat what you said. How can somebody miss BS? Does anybody miss BS? I certainly am not one that thrives and wants to be living in BS. So no. So hey Ren. So hit that like, share the goddamn hell out of it. And again, grab the copy of the book. Where's the goddamn book to begin with? I'm talking about a book I don't have in front of me. Boy, is that done. Buy a copy of this book. I'm telling you right now. Come on, guys. I will inscribe and personalize it online tonight. If you guys do it, I'll make sure that we know that when it's bought, when you guys buy it, when a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Yeah, shut the hell up, Susie. You don't know that, do you? It's a good life. It's a wonderful life. That's a good life. So Jack Osborne. No, Jack had his field producer and a cameraman or something, director of photography. He was really one of their psychics, and I can tell you why. The second he walked in, here's how it works. Second he walks in, I'm like, it's just getting the whole 411 from the spirits going, yeah, this guy is not a field producer. This guy is not a director of photography. He's not a director. He's a psychic. He's basically going in. And they're not telling you that. I'm like, and the other one, she's a complete, she's just a field producer. So she came out and she was English and the other guy was American. What am I putting my hand in my pocket for? I don't ring the spirits in the bell. Hold on, let me get the bell. Did you guys just hear that thump? All right. I will show you what I'm talking about. There's one cat there. There's one cat there. See that cat? And there's the dog way over there. And when I turned and heard that, after I heard that thump, the cat turned and looked at me. Here, I'll turn so you can see. She turned and looked at me like, and I'm going, you didn't make that sound? He goes, I didn't make that sound. She didn't make that sound. He didn't make that sound. But you guys, yeah, push the like button. There was some kind of like a thump. Thank you very much, Colleen, for saying that. Yeah, well, the thing is I looked outside thinking, oh, maybe it's one of the ravens. But A, they're big enough that you can, out of the corner of my eye, I'll see that huge black massive bird hanging out in the balcony, and there was nothing there. And I turned and looked quick enough that I would have heard that. It would have been clear as a bell. Hey, Dominic, how are you? Audrey, how are you? Sandy, hi. Ben's absolutely positively right. Hey, Thad. This one you're talking about, Thad? Or are you talking about this one? This one's not a. Whoops. This one's not a poster. This one, Virginia says, I can only see the fish tank. Oh, you want? Fine. I will kill the fish tank. Hold on 1 second. Just want to see something. No, like I said, go to Ghosts of Cielo Drive. GHO. Just spell. Look. Here's the name of the thing. GhostofCieloDrive.com. I will sign your copy online. I mean, I will sign as many copies as you want and inscribe them with whatever you tell me, because we'll know who it is. And I'll say, is that you? And he goes, yes. Well, it wasn't Matt. It wasn't even that loud. It was just like almost like a thump, like a thud. And it was enough that the cat was like, and I mean, she wasn't jumping down. She was sitting there square on the ground. The lady, this is Sharon Tate. That is an original painting. That's an original piece of art by Joey Maas, Maas. As a matter of fact, in 2.5 weeks, on the 8th of August, there's going to be an event here. Plus, for all of those of you who would like to see it online, here, you'll see. That's Samantha. It'll be streaming. It's going to be done through American Ghost Walks. There'll be, I think they're going to invite 15 people in person for the event that'll be here. Plus, we'll have Scott Michaels and a few other special guests. Soon to be seen who else we get out here. Yes, that's Sharon. Yes, that's and like I said, that's an original piece of art. I have 3 original pieces of Joey's painted of Sharon. Thanks, Nancy. Why don't you just tell all the burglars while you're at it? No, that's understandable. Thank you very much, Nancy. Yeah, Sam just crossed over. One would think, Ren, but that's generally it's not the case. It's been a hard sell because we're not on, Amazon, which I'm going to have to really think about putting it up there. Yeah, the Beetlejuice figurines have been getting knocked over, but not as much as honestly that's, I guess, last week. There have been a couple of days when they haven't been knocked over, so I take notice of these things, because when they're not knocked over, I'm like that doesn't feel right. There's something not right. But yeah, they've been today. Reggie's over on, you want to see what Reggie is? Here's Reggie. Let me just see if I can get that. Can you see there on top of the sofa there? That's Reggie sitting there. So they'll have probably have a psychic here. There'll be an investigation. There'll be a memorial towards them, type of thing. Remembering the victims. I have Scott Michaels from Dearly with Predators will be here which will be he doesn't like to, come up here that much. And I said, Scott, if you're going to stay for the weekend, stay in the downstairs third level guest bedroom. And Scott's response was, David, I love you, but no. And I was like, Scott, he goes, look, I know I like the dead, but I'm not into seeing them. And it was like, you are just a death hag. And he goes, yeah, I'm just a death hag. I'm not into that. Got your local mall's parking lot. Wait. Annie, I haven't been at any conventions, honestly. I could have been, but I just don't really like the idea. I'd rather sell them, Dana, look who it is. I saw that nice post in the video of the abuse at the hands of that guy. I don't think you should be doing that, and I don't think you should be seeing him either, but that's just my personal take. Go to your malls, local malls. There is no local mall, and you can't just do that. When you go to those horror conventions, they have no idea who the hell I am, honestly, Annie. I'm serious. Yeah, so subscribe, as Nancy said. No, the dog will not go down the inside of the house to the third floor, and he refuses to go downstairs on the second floor. When you take him out the side staircase and you try to take him down, he will not go down the side staircase. And no, for those of you who think, oh, you trained him not to go down there, it's like, why in the hell would I train a dog not to go down the staircase? B, why would I train him not to go down inside the house to the third level? It was the same with Fiona. She wouldn't go down to the third level. Really, she wouldn't. She went, finally, I would drag her down there and she would go down there. You know what she did when she got to the bottom of the stairs on the carpet? She started taking a leak. So that was the female Ridgeback that I had that died a few years ago. She refused to go down there, just like Reggie, the two of them. So the 1 or 2 times I got her to go down there, the first thing she did is she squat down, she'd take a leak on the carpet. I'm like, oh God. All right, I don't want to bring her down here. If that's the reaction that she was going to have, and that she did have on 2 occasions, is that's it. I'm not bringing her down here. Well, Thad, we don't get a lot of thunder and lightning storms here. It's been very, 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 very few and far between that we have real good thunder and lightning storms around here. Trying to think of the last time that we did, and I was thinking, did we have any activity that was more? I'd have to say no, generally speaking. That it has, I would say this, it has more to do with who comes into the house than it has to do with time of year. What is it? Cycles of the moon. What else? Alignments of the stars, alignments of the planets, any of that stuff. It really has to do with who's in the house. And for the most part, when I'm here alone, it's pretty mellow. Don't ask why. I guess I'm like the constant. I've been here so long, they don't even think they have to do stuff for me. But that's not to say that I don't have stuff happen. But I was going to say, to be honest with you, there's more people when the people come into the house. I notice like an uptick sometimes, and sometimes it's like this. An example would be what I was saying about Jack Osborne's people coming on from the show, his new show on Saturday. She didn't feel anything, and she was just, and I didn't understand what, when you go to a location, I think you should know a little bit about the location and understand the story of the location before you just go in blind. And it was told to me that I figured she was going to know where she was going, etc. And she didn't know anything about me in the house. So I was a bit like taken aback, and I don't want to say it was short, but it was kind of like, I was like, I said, well, I've been on 10 television shows over the past 17 years. I said, the house is down the street from I said, Dr. Barry Taff, and I said, this place is the Mount Everest of haunted houses in the Disneyland. It didn't register with her. It didn't matter. He was just like walking around the house and going, and I was like being told, like, forget her, don't pay attention to her, see what's going on with him. I bet if we went outside, we could see what the hell. We could probably read the number of the. It could be circling around the area, but that's really low. I mean, I got all the windows closed right now. I can still feel the vibrations on the floor. Here, should we go outside? Let's go outside. Check it out. Try not to lose the signal. That's some heavy duty shit. Shut up, Reggie. Stay back. That's the sky, guys. Here it is. You can hear. Check it out. Where the fuck is it? It's. I don't even think if I was on the roof it would make a difference now. Here. Hopefully this time you guys will see it. I can hear it. It's over the top of the ridge. That's what it is. It's over the top of that ridge. Are we still good signal? Wow, it is loud. It is. I mean, he is so loud. Come on, bastards. Come on, show yourself. That would be Beverly Glen, then he's circling around. And look at the wall. By the way, take a look at the size of that wall. And do you see where that is? Maybe now he's going to come back. This is the front of the house now. They've taken all the plastic down. But can you see up the hill? Look at that. That's the monstrosity that's being built. Monstrosity, the mega mansion. And that's where it starts, and it goes all the way down the driveway. By the way, quickly, I'm going to steal a video. Woohoo! Look at that. Let's get back before the goddamn signal drops out, okay? Wow, that's crazy. I mean, I know you guys can barely hear it, but it is loud. It's just over the mountain right there. Just on the other side of that, which is Beverly. Well, not down, just down that canyon, but about a mile, less than a mile, maybe half a mile. I just wish we could get a gosh darn shot of that gosh darn helo. That we're back in the house. Sorry about. Well, I tried to give you something interesting. It was just so god loud. Yeah, Reggie's like, what the hell are you doing outside? I want to be outside. Yeah, wow. I didn't even see what you guys were saying. All right, let's back this up and read what you guys had said. I really can't see. Very serious art. Ren, Reggie's in the house. All right, so he's here with me now. Nancy, and sorry guys, I just want to catch up to what was said. Oh, that's right. That's the helicopter. He's still flying over the canyon, which is crazy. Yeah, a lot of those homes with the stars were torn down because people wanted the real estate because they liked it more than they liked the idea of having that property theirs. Well, check in with me, Dominic, please. Who lives there? The house isn't done, but it's crazy. It's just amazingly large. Hey, Gary. I don't just hearing the sounds of those helicopters. JC, I'm sure he stops by. I haven't seen him in a while. Obviously, 21 years to be exact. Oh, you want the bell? You want the bell? All right, hold on. Let me get the bell. All right, where's my pen? There's my pen. Okay, so as I was saying to you guys, before I went to grab the bell, on Friday night, August 8th and 9th, American Ghost Tours is going to be hosting a couple of ghost investigations here. The Friday night one will be limited to 15 people. There. The Saturday night will be 20 people. So, like I said, this will actually be on the day of the week that the murders took place back in 1969, a Friday night into a Saturday night. So, if you want to be here for the ghost investigation on August 8th and August 9th, I will do I'll do a live stream to inform you of the details of that, and I will let you all know. But it should be very interesting. Like I said, we have Scott Michaels here. We'll also be doing the live stream online on Friday night, the 8th of August into the 9th, which will be a special event. It'll be a ticketed event. It'll be like $5, but it'll be a good 6 hours. We will start at about 7 o'clock and probably wrap up at 1 in the morning. I know that Joey Moss, the artist who painted this piece of art, will be there with us, and we will probably have a few psychics as well. God, it's another helicopter flying over, totally different style. God, we were at 50 people, now we're down to 36. What the hell happened? So, hey, Prior Solo, how are you? So, hey, Brenda. Yes, I'll get you. It'll be like $5, but it's because these guys are going to be pulling it off. And I said, "You guys ready?" He goes, "Yeah, we want to do that. We'll charge $5 a ticket, but we'll do a live stream. We'll have interviews from people that'll be here live, like Scott Michaels of Dearly Departed Tours and the museum. Who, I think you guys will get a kick out of that. Your birthday is Saturday, Rocky. Happy birthday! Is this Saturday or the 9th of August Saturday? Yes, I'll get you guys the link, Brenda. I promise you. You'll all have the link. Well, Audra, that's why I'm doing a live stream, because it'll be on Friday night about 7 o'clock. So that's a good thing because it goes into the weekend so people can watch it. Plus, for everybody who's not in the US and who's not here in the US, who's not here in LA and able to make it, you'll be able to stream it live and watch it. And it should be very interesting. No, it's like $5. It won't be that much, $5 or $7, which apparently, according to what I was told by them today, goes, "Do you know how much the Conjuring House Live was streaming?" It's like, what? He goes, "Yeah, it was $40." I said, $40 to watch that? Oh my God, no chance. I said, it'll be like $7. They said, that's it. Thanks, Gary, for saying that. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be interesting. Look, it'll be less than going to the movies, but it'll be certainly much more entertaining than going to to watching a feature film. I didn't. Oh yes, I was thinking. I said one ring. I said no, it isn't, because there's 2 rings. Thank you, spirits. Good, you read my mind when I was thinking about. Yeah, you'll be able to watch live stream. And again, for the people in the UK and across the globe, they'll be able to watch it as well. And it's a few bucks. It'll be fun and entertaining, I'm trying to talk to them and see if we can get some sponsors as well. That would be good. And like I said, it's 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks. So Yes, Virginia, that's what I said. And thank you. Everybody's saying, I'm staring at the bell. Everybody's saying, thank you for ringing the bell. You're right. Why am I staring at the bell? Is the spirit the bell? He goes, no, they're in the air. Thank you, spirits. Sometimes I kind of go, why am I talking to the figurines? The figurines aren't possessed. The spirits around the air and the space are who I'm trying to communicate with. Virginia Risotto says, do it again. Come on, do it again. I'm not satisfied with the 2 ring ring. Ding ding, I want more. Virginia, the whole point is if it doesn't happen that often, then you know that there's something afoot with the spirits. If it continuously happens over and over and over, it kind of wears down all the authenticity. You see what I'm saying? It's like the same with the figurines. When the figurines don't get knocked over, I'm like, well, because if it happens too much, people are like, oh, there's a short in the thing. The machine's got a short. It's defective. Who lives where? Here? Colleen, nobody lives here. I live here. If my doctor didn't travel just a minute. Well, it's okay. That's why I said bad. You get to watch it live streaming. And it'll be interesting because I'm going to also break out the 2 new cameras and set them up. So on the live stream, we will be able to also have the camera. We'll be able to cut to the cameras for interviews on the multi-screen, and we'll basically shoot that image to you guys and broadcast that. I'm good, Beckham. How are you? Come on, folks. Did you hear me? Son of a bitch. I didn't even get to finish my statement. I said, did you hear what he just said? Come on, folks, ring it again. Now that's when it's funny. You can do that because it works. I mean, again, I'm staring at the guy talking to a bell. Thank you for doing that. That was funny. Again, I apologize. You're all cracking up at me. He goes, he's funny. He says one thing and he does the other. I know what I said and I know what I did, and I guess it is funny. Well, I'm glad that I'm entertaining to the spirits and to the living. When I'm going to ask the spirits some questions. Oh yeah, Dana, I'm sure they're going to give you some answers you're not going to like. Yes, Kim, I do live here. Wait a second. What is people saying? Come on, folks. Oh, in the house down the street, there's somebody's renting it out. I don't know who. That's all. Thank you, Audra. I'm glad you find it. Audra found it very amusing. The finishing my statements with the ringing of the bell. Yes, Dana, it did, but it also did it for Mr. Padriak. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Beckham. That is very true. Wait, son of a bitch! I'm trying to catch up. Here we're going to be a busy night with spirits. I won't visit the house on any dearly departed because the illness. Some people claim they experience it. Make me feel. No, Annie, that's not true. There's no such. That's not happening. Of course, concerned. Where's my glass of water? I could use some water. Hey, movie star. Tell them to bring Foster forward. Who's Foster? Yeah, apparently when I read your comment, they really enjoyed that. That's for sure. What? Kim's gonna be right back. So, like I said, guys, it should be an interesting August. It should be an interesting anniversary. Like I said, the fact that we have all the equipment working and all the cameras are operating. I'm going to get in touch with the people that make that Kakamemi music box and see if they'll sponsor us with one. Seriously, why the hell not? I think it's a great idea. Get the music box and say, look, we'll have a live stream here. We'll put you guys as one of the sponsors. Come up and let's set this up. This will be great. Great opportunity. because I love that music box. And since I've got, let's see, today is the 21st, there's 10 days in July. So we have 19 days. We have 19 days to the anniversary. It's over 2 weeks plus. So should be interesting. Hey, Jay, how are you? Very nice to see you there. Again, remember, check this movie out. And you guys have not been going and renting this movie at all to see this, which is disappointing to say the least. That's right. This movie, my movie, House at the End of the Drive. houseattheendofthedrive.com. Yeah, that's the signature. This postcard, by the way, which contains all this wonderful information, is signed and sent to you in every single signed copy of the book that I sell. So if you do yourself a favor, you can see that on top it says, grab my book, that pinned link, go there and get yourself a copy of the book. That's right, this little gem goes to Sailor Drive. I'm sorry. Are you guys running low on energy? I heard that weak little ding. So, like I said, go get yourself a copy of this book. That's right, Ghost of Sailor Drive at ghostofsailordrive.com. And I will sign it for you, just like I did with this one. You see this? Was it this side? It is this side, you stupid idiot. It is. You can't even see that. You see that, how I signed that? This is one of those ones I just couldn't let go. I think it was... Hold on 1 second. I mean, crap, I can always take you with me. I don't have the thing hooked up. Okay, somebody's outside. Let's find out who it is. Quick. Check it out. See? I told you. They come by, they walk, they drive by, they turn around, they go, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo. So, yes, that's what they do. What did you say? Did I get it? Yes, you did, Evie. There was a postcard in the God. Yes, there was, Evie. Of course there was. People do great to notice. Oh, look, it is. Here comes Reg. What? You need to go outside or you want to go outside? All right. Oh, back up the Boston numbers. Oh, Foster Brooks? Oh, very funny. Oh, I love those music boxes. The ones that are shaped like, whatchamacallit? Like the coffin. Well, it's not coming together, Debbie. Debbie, grab a bunch of your friends and come the hell out in the meantime and escape the heat of Phoenix. It was so miserable. It wasn't miserable. It was just cold. It was like 70 degrees today. And yesterday it was 70 degrees. And it didn't warm up to like 73 degrees. That was it today. I'm telling you. Vamonos out of Phoenix and come out and visit and do an event. Do your friends a little weekend here. I'm telling you, it'd be great. Well, thank you, Audra. I appreciate it. Scott in Tahoe be outside his door. Who's Scott? Scott on tape. Scott won't be around. No, he's not coming out for this. Yes, Evie, there was too one. I did send you a postcard inside the book. I sent it in everybody's. Reggie's feeling fine. Thanks, Pad. All right, concerned. I don't see many UFOs because I don't look for them. I think there's somebody outside the goddamn house again. Son of a... Let me just look. No, let me just hook this back up so you have power here so it's not running on battery. Whoa, shit. get some light in here. No, there's nobody out there. That's okay, Colleen. That was a couple years ago now. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Audra. It's not even that bad. Like I said, I don't have to tell anything to the ghost, Dane. I think they see and clearly understand. So who was I talking to? I was talking to Debbie. Grab the kids and come out and go ghost hunting. Come on, I'm telling you, while it's summertime, next couple of weeks would be good. Maybe in 2 weeks. I've got an SLS camera. They're misused. No, they're not, as a matter of fact, because if you move around, that's what happens. Thanks, Kira. No, there's no reason to read the book Chaos. It's crapos. Scott is having a pretend wedding. God damn it. Too late to call him. I'd call him right now. Yeah, it would be fun, I'm telling you. But like I said, Jesus Christ, trying to catch up. No, chaos is not real. The story is just absolute fabricated nonsense. When you release a book and wait for the gosh darn person who can challenge it wholeheartedly, and they're dead, then you release your book. You know, he released his book conveniently after Vincent Bugliosi passed away, because Bugliosi would have called him out on every single one of his premises of his book and his theories, which fly in the face of pretty much what the physical evidence was and what the testimony of the murderers was at the time, and takes into account a lot of the stuff that's been said about the murderer and the murders after years and years and years. And let's be honest, as somebody said on some television show today, he changed his story after 20 years in jail because he wanted attention. And again, here's an idea that people such as the Menendez brothers, this excuse. I was watching this today on one of the channels, and they were talking to Gavin Newsom, was talking to the author and said, this and that, the producer of the show. And I'm thinking to myself, just because you made a show about it and you got big ratings and lots of public attention doesn't mean that the crimes these two little pricks committed wasn't first-degree murder and all this mumbo jumbo and looking for another, trying to reinvent the story and make it more palatable and make it more. I mean, it's really sad. It's really sad. It's disingenuous. There was nothing that was withheld. This mumbo jumbo about, the relatives want them. I was like, so I don't really give a shit. You don't know if these relatives had an axe to grind with Kitty and Lyle when they were Kitty and what's Jose Menendez, when they were alive, and still do. So let's be honest, those two little guys, if there was anybody else that didn't have the kind of money, the same story, there wouldn't be any story. Hey, NZ man. Oh, very funny. Very funny, Brenda. Is it with Linda, the pretend wedding? I have no idea. I didn't know he was having a pretend wedding. Colleen, it'll be a live stream that night we're going to be doing. So it'll be like $5. So yes. Thank you, Colleen. Absolutely, Kira. Did you get it already, by the way? The book, that is. Nothing, Jason. Everybody's got to reinvent the story because the original story, which is the truth, everybody wants to exploit and change and make. And it's like, Vincent Bugliosi wrote the book because he knew that when he was prosecuting this trial, this was going to be. Do you guys believe I mean, how to explain this? Just because he prosecuted the case and did so effectively and got the confessions of the murderers, do you think for a second that he had the ulterior motive of trying to make bank on the book? And that's why he was prosecuting the case. The man was an assistant district attorney. He wasn't looking for, oh, I'm seeing my Moby Dick. I can see my white whale. I'm going to land this thing and it's going to be worth millions. The people that come up with that crock of crap dialogue are off their rockers. It's just not the way it was. People in 1970 didn't think the way we think in 2025. Okay? Let's just start from there. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Lisa. Oh, I'm glad to see that, Kieran. I'm really happy to see that. Exactly, Brenda. I thought it was Susan Atkins that went to the door, the back door, and tried to get in. But I could, obviously, I'm wrong if that's the case. She said that it will happen for real. Scott said it might. Oh God, I don't want to get in the middle of that. I don't care. I have a copy of Scott's discussed. It was really interesting read. Put the bell in Sharon's picture. You want me to put this for the cat? That mask, that black mask you're looking there on there, that there, this right there, this I'm just touching in the air, that's the cat. That's Samantha. I don't want to disturb her. She's sleeping kindly. You wouldn't realize that that's a cat. You'd think it was just a bundled up black t-shirt or something, or sweater. No, I'm not going to do that 55 Porsche. Come on. Dad told me to do. What cat told you? You're talking. You sound like you sound like the son of Sam. Was it Berkowitz who killed all those people in New York? He says a dog told me, a black Labrador told me to shoot him. Well, it's like, oh, so the cat told you, huh? Okay. Good one there. What is this? What did Brenda say, Evie, that was so interesting? In any event, I promised you guys we would watch the first 15 minutes of the movie because you guys wanted to see it. I just wish we could get it to be a clearer image than this has been providing us in the last timing. Spirits, what do you say? Yes, cutting to the truth, I think it was called by Brenda. I saw it, I loved it. Excellent documentary. And again, as I was going to say, is that back in 1970, there was no internet. People weren't like glory hounds as much as, and certainly Vincent Bugliosi was no glory hound. He didn't just quit his goddamn job as assistant district attorney after the Tate murders and cash in. I mean, that's what people don't realize. And when you read these books that are written by the cottage industry folk that believe that conspiracies sound great when the people that are involved in them are all dead, and a few of the people are still around, but they're not talking about it, makes it a lot easier to write these stories. There should be more documentaries. Yes, I agree, Brenda. I certainly agree because the stories of, retelling the story of what Manson's story was, To me, it's been done. It's like beating a dead horse. And you can spell that horse with a W. Nefarious? What is nefarious? I don't understand. Hey, Cindy. You too, Audra. Thank you, Audra. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, of course. I am so sick of Manson being treated like. Who treats him like a hero? I certainly the hell don't. I can't. I don't know if anybody who does. My God. My little girls can hear you're alive, and they said maybe his ghost can talk to her dad. Oh, Dana, I'm so sorry to hear that. Exactly, Patriarch. That's the problem with these people who say, oh, Vincent Bugliosi goes, and when did he retire? And this and that. It's like, so look, if he was, if any of what they say in premise makes any sense, and it was true, why would he stay on so long as an assistant district attorney in Los Angeles for all those years to sit there and not cash in? I mean, these guys say, oh, he did it all for the money. It's like, the hell he did it for the money. You can say that 50 years later because that's what you're projecting. And that's basically 40 years later. Some of these books came out, let's see, 70, 2010. So 15 years ago, all these books started coming out. You got to remember. So it's a movie called Nefarious. You have to see it. But you didn't tell me what the hell it was about. Is this like a documentary or is this a feature film, like a scary film? Prisoner Mark Trump found Oswald guilty. And mafia hardboard. Well, the thing is, Annie, it's a little bit more than that. It's a little bit more complicated than that. I personally believe. And what's funny is one of my parents' dear friends, Edward Lewis. No, not the actor Edward Lewis, but Eddie. You can call him Eddie. We used to call him Eddie. Eddie Lewis and Mildred Lewis. She's famous because Millie, as we called her, produced and brought to the screen one Harold and Maude. And yeah, I'm talking about the original Harold and Maude movie with Bud Cort, and I forgot her name off the top of my head. But Eddie produced a film in 1960 with a gentleman called Kurt, not Russell, you idiots, Kirk Douglas. And the film was called, and it was an epic film, and it was a huge, huge feature called Spartacus. Well, in 1972, I think, Eddie Lewis produced a film called Executive Action, one of the few feature films of that early era that was about the Kennedy assassination. I don't know where it is, but I remember I went to the screening when I was like, kid, and I saw it, and I was just consumed by it. It was amazing, this feature film. It's called Executive Action. Trust me, it's a great film to watch about the Kennedy assassination. God knows why I'm whispering. Brenda's World. No, not you ever, but they make so much of what he did and forget the victims to tell, again, justice in the book. Well, thank you, Brenda. I appreciate that. Same with my movie. My movie was made to honor the victims and to venerate their memories, not to bring attention back to Manson. Sometime after the time of the death of Natalie Wood. Features. Oh, all right, 55. I'll have to go take a look at that. I read Zach Baggins brought the door from Sailor Joy. Zach bought the door for like $50,000 or something, but an idiot. Of course, it was the film where it was from the perspective of the victims. What's the name of that, Porsche? What's the name of that movie again? Share that again with everybody. Yeah, that's it. Thanks, Patriarch. Night, Lisa. Take care. Hey, Kim. Hey, if anybody wants to, nefarious. Hey, if anybody wants to buy doors, I've got one, two. I think there's three doors from the house here. One from the original doors from this house. If anybody's interested in buying them, make me an offer. I got the original front, one of the two front doors from the front of the house. We have the door to the theater room downstairs. The fuck was that? All right, that was straight out of crazy. I just saw a light anomaly with my bare eyes just go zipping by like there. I'm going, but you saw my reaction. And then we have the front door, the master, one of the original master bedroom door, and the door to the front door and the door to the theater room. Now, again, these are all one of two doors. The other doors have been thrown out, but I do have the originals. You actually bid on it? Oh my God. Right as I'm reading what you said, Kira, the bell's a trip. Ding. So, like I said, for those of you that didn't hear, on Friday night, August 8th, American Ghost Tours is going to be doing a 15-person ghost investigation here on the 56th anniversary of the murders. We will also have special guests like Scott Michaels of Dearly Departed Tours. We will also have Joey Moss, the artist who painted this piece of art. And we will also be having some other special guests. And we will be doing a live stream with a ticketed event. So it'll be like $5 or $6 per ticket to get on to watch the stream, which will probably be 6 hours long. Kira, why don't you come down here for the event in person? My gosh. Yes, on August 9th, the following day, there'll be a 20-person ghost investigation here on that night as well. So if you're interested, I'll put up the information as soon as I get that from American Ghost Tours, but it should be interesting. Again, subscribe to my channel and look at all of this juicy information. That's right. You want to rent this copy, the movie? You want to buy a copy of the book and I'll sign it? Let's see, did anybody buy? Nobody bought anything. Let me just double check. Did anybody buy? No. You're not helping, guys. Buy a copy of the book. At least when you do the Patreon, you get whatever you want. With me, when you buy something, I send you something physical. Either you can watch the movie and rent it for 3 days, or you can get a copy of the book signed and personalized to you. That's right. Listen what Brenda said. The book and the movie are so worth it. They are. And they think so too. Thanks, spirits. Oh, you want to come out, Kim? Well, like I said, if you can drive out or fly out, I'm telling you, the anniversary should be a fun one this year. Kira, if you want to save on this ship, if you want to save on the shipping, you can always buy it, here in person. Because I don't make any money on the shipping. They used to be $1.63 for the medium mail, and now it's like $4.63. So it's ridiculous. The event probably be like $125 is what they were saying, and they're the ones that are putting it on. Should be a fun event though. Like I said, they want to limit it to 15 people. That's it, because we're going to be doing the live stream. And we have to do the food and all that. No, still working on that, Annie. I'm still working and waiting. As a matter of fact, I've got to reach out to somebody who's related through blood to Charlie and see what the hell's going on with that. I called him today, but never heard 2 words back, which is kind of like frustrating. Well, thanks, Pat. I appreciate that. That was strange. I was looking at the screen, and all of a sudden, the cursor was on top of the email account, and it just flashed up there. I'm going, I didn't touch the keypad. Why is that lighting up? Like I was interacting with it. So, in any event, I'm telling you now, kids. The friend who I bought the book for, Charlie Sheen bought a book from him, Small World. Kira, does your friend have that contact information for Charlie? Might you see about that. Small world. Let's make it a lot smaller and let's see if that contact can work. Because so far my friends aren't working very much. Hello, Dorothy. How are you? And thank you guys very much again for dropping in. I know there's some new people out there, so I just wanted to say thank you very much for checking this out. I didn't want to go on very too late into the night, but so my question is I guess we should go into the theater room. No, I'm not going. No, I'm not going into the theater room. I'm not going down there. I'll do it in the den. You're such a pain in the ass. God. Well, Kira, go to the Oman House. Go to this one. You see this one where it says the Oman House? Where's the omanhouse.com? Oh, son of a bitch. It's not on here. Kira, go to the omanhouse.com. You hear me? Kira, tell me that you got my message. Oh, wait a second. I can do that, can't I? Sam is awake? Yes, Sam is awake. How do I send a message? Shit. Oh, son of a bitch. Really? No. Well, that sucks. Kira, go to the omanhouse.com. Let's see. Kira, did you get that? All right, go to theomanhouse.com. Go find it towards the bottom. It has a telephone number. Call me up. Talk to your friend. Well, talk to your friend who sold the book to Charlie, and see if we can talk to her to talk to him to get him to talk to him about the show, because that would help a lot getting this thing off the ground. Martin Sheen played John F. Kennedy, and I think it was Pete. He played him as President Kennedy. Yes. Thank you. All right. Well, Kira, like I said, you can see you go to theomanhouse.com and you'll see it. Soon enough, by the way, we'll have the links to the event coming up on the 8th and 9th. Like I said, it's the anniversary, so it should be huge. Definitely see what we can do on that. But see what he says, Kira, because like I said, if he can do that and get in touch with Charlie, I would just love to get rid of all the different extemporaneous individuals I'm dealing with, trying to get through to him. For my friend Wyatt Scott, and my manager friend, just be able to. It would be so much easier. Kim, how old was your late husband, and when did he get to meet Sharon before her demise? Oh, Sam, scared the crap out of me. I'm thinking, I heard the cry, and I'm thinking, well, there's Domino sitting on the chair. She hasn't moved an inch. And I'm thinking, where the hell is Sam? Sam? Well, there she is. Sam. Oh, I'm going to get you, Sam. I'm going to pinch you. I'm going to pinch the kitty. Pinch, pinch, pinch. What's this? I said, go to my website, theomanhouse.com. At the bottom, there's a telephone number, and you can text me or call me there. Now, Kim, how old was he? A Vietnam veteran? Yeah, but I mean, that would mean he could be 70 years old. Great, Kira. If like I said, if he's got the number, I'd love to get in touch with Charlie to talk to him about the possibility of this. I'll mention the other people's names and saying, look, I've been trying to reach you through a couple of mutual contacts, but I said, I got tired of waiting for them to get through, and I found somebody that has your number, so I figured I'd call you directly and talk to you. Because it's not like I said to this, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. God, phew, wow. Sam, I'm on the phone. Like I said, it would be a lot easier that way. It's not like he's doing a lot of stuff these days. He's, he does a few guest appearances on some show, but he was 69, so I was right, Kim. Wow. He was drafted into Vietnam. God, I'm so sorry. Ghosts like me. Thank you very much for that, Kira. I appreciate that. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, my condolences, Kim. Gosh. 69. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Rustic. I appreciate that. The 4th of, oh my God, born on the 4th of July. Annie, I'll be honest with you. No, not even. Agents are there to say no. They're not interested in getting you into the door. If you talk to a person that's an actor who's a friend, like when when I was making the movie, and I've talked out and I talked to my friend, oh God, Lance Henriksen. And I tried to go through his agent. His agent's like, well, Lance gets $25,000 a day, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going, I got to talk to Lance. And this is what I'm saying to you. They're there to make money, and they're not there to get the job done. They're there to basically be like a filter. And at the end of the day, when you're trying to say to somebody, look, do you want to do this? It's going to be 15 minutes. You're going to be on camera for all the shoots. Your monologue is going to last all 3 minutes. There's very little makeup. There's very little rehearsal. It's going to be a quick, you'll be in and out. And with Lance, I told him, he goes, oh, just give me like $5,000, whatever. And I said, okay, fine, that's done. That's doable. That's within our budget. I said, you'll be in and out. I said, I promise you, Lance. I said, it'll be an easy lift. No, I understand, Kim. That's completely understandable. Well, thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that. No, well, it's in a couple of days. But like I was saying, so he shot his scene out in literally 2 takes. I think we did 2 takes. Well, that had nothing to do with the director or Lance, but Lance was supreme. Lance in 2 takes was just, he nailed it. And everybody else, the rest of the cast elevates their cred in the acting field when you're in the presence of somebody that's a seasoned veteran. Everybody else either lifts their end in a measurable fashion. I mean, when Lance was there, everybody just raised their abilities like, ooh, Lance is here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It was like having a seasoned veteran, and it was like, okay, this just got serious. And it's true that I've seen it on sets where there's goofing around. It's like it's not taken too seriously, and then on comes somebody like an Al Pacino or Lance Henriksen. It's like, okay, and it's just by their sheer presence on set that everybody, the actors and the people and everybody on the set says, "Oh wow, this is serious. This isn't messing around anymore. This is and it just makes everybody be better." I'll never forget it. And his performance was just supreme. I love Lance, and it was like I said, he was in and out. So he's done in 15 minutes. And I'm going around the house. I go downstairs, And there I see Lance and the two psychics, Krista Schwimmer and Michael. And they're doing tarot cards. And Lance is sitting there, sitting Indian style on the ground. I'm like going, fuck. And I'm thinking to myself, Lance, you know, you're done. Your scene's shot out. You're finished. He goes, yeah, I know that. He goes, what's your job? I said, I'm producing the movie. He goes, well, why don't you go produce the movie then? Because I'm going to enjoy my time here. And he's just sitting there for the next 3 hours. He's sitting there doing tarot card reading with Krista and Michael. And I'm like, and I keep on going up and downstairs because in the 3rd level, there's the theater room right next to the theater room. And he's in the corner right in the UCLA man cave. They're all in the corner right there. And in the theater room at the time, in the guest bedroom at the time, to the other side is where the makeup room was. So I'm going down there to make sure. It's like, all right, come on, it's your time. Come on, they need you upstairs right now. They're shooting your scene. Come on, to the makeup artist and to the to the subject that the actor that's going to be in the scene. And it's just like I keep coming down there. I keep, I just, my head turns to the right, and there the hell the 3 of them are, like in a little, like, I'm going, oh God, they're having a little, little meeting there, and it was just so funny. Well, Rustic, happy birthday on the 26th, you Leo, you. No, Cindy, it's not tomorrow, it's Wednesday. Well, I'm very pleased to be able to entertain you, Cindy. I know I didn't turn off the gosh on whatchamacallit. Oops, wait, time out. Oh, what do you know? We have a buyer. A buyer? Stephen Hyde. All right. There's Stephen Hyde. I see that, Stephen. Thank you very much, Stephen. So, Stephen, what the hell the goddamn? All right. First of all, let me get a freaking piece of paper to write down that. Yeah. Okay. Stephen. Now this looks good enough. Stephen, thank you very much. Everybody, shout out to Stephen Hyde for buying a copy of the book. He just did that. Stephen, what would you like your personal inscription to be? And I will get it, and I will sign an empty copy of the book for you. I said I was going to. Don't push me. Well, thank you. You're not going to push me. Good. Stephen, while we're here, since I figured I'd do this live online, but see pen works now. What would you like the inscription to be, Stephen? So write it here, and I'll write it down into the book. And thank you very much for buying a copy of the book, Stephen. We really appreciate it here at the Oman House. All of us do. That means you all. You could ring the bell. Hey, yeah, you sell a book, you got to ring the freaking bell. Can you do that? Can you do that little something for the guests? You think you could do the smallest of things, huh? The littlest of things, like ring the bell. God. Thanks, Kim. Can I just add the one last thing to that, Steve, which is keep it spooky? Hold on, Steve. Copy. Right. Here we go. What am I blowing on the gosh darn thing for? You think it was red hot? Oh, it is. It is hot. That's to Steve, not to Stephen, but to Steve. All right. Stephen, there you go. Does that look right? Yes, it looks fine. Let me also grab a silver tip pen. Yes. Thank you, Brian. I was about to say thank you, Brian, before you interrupted me. Oh. Yes, it'll be going out in tomorrow's mail, Steve, since it's right now 7, 8 something in the evening. Gee, I'm running late, aren't I? So you all just saw that. You saw what Steve just did, and that's what you can do too. So here we go. See, blank, pen. Stephen. You don't need to say to Steve on the card now. No, thank you, Steve. God, I can't say thank you enough. Now, where the hell did I was looking for this. That's right. That's what it says. It says House of the Night Ghost stickers. Yes, you luck out. These come with it. Yes, you get your theomanhouse.com. That, as a matter of fact, is a poster or is the sticker that Joey Moss, the artist who painted Sharon, did of the house. You also get your original poster of House at the End of the Drive. That image is actually the gate that was there in 2000. The sound was kind of strange. And then, of course, you get your House at the End of the Drive regular sticker. Hey, tourists outside. Let's go see it. Let's hope we don't get killed either. They're not in front of the house. Sorry, that's just my next door neighbor. How can I tell? Because I can hear the sound of that goddamn monster engine he has. So look, did you guys really, you want me to do you a favor? All right. I promised. I will keep my promise. Last time I broke a promise, you guys were pissed off. How about if I share with you guys 15 minutes of the movie, okay? And just give me a few seconds here while I set this up. I know that doesn't sound like a lot too, but I have to set it up. I will try to get you into the center of the room and get you the best image possible with this and that. So, with that said, let me turn this down. What's the hell is this? 720. I have the 1080. I don't like that. You're telling me, Kat? What are you telling me now? Ooh, what was that? There we go. All right, so be good. How do you like it? I like it a lot. And it's a mountain say, hey, kids, what do you get? What the hell did the light just do on that? All right. I'll set it up.
We have a weird.
I'll start it from the beginning.
In a scene described by one investigator as reminiscent of a weird religious rite. 5 persons, including film star Sharon Tate, were found dead at the home of Ms. Tate and her husband, film director Roman Polanski. Ms. Tate, who starred in Valley of the Dolls, was 8 months pregnant and was found stabbed multiple times in a white nightgown with a rope around her neck attached to the body of a man.
2 bodies inside, 2 bodies outside.
All right. I will set it up. So that, how close do we have to get and what level do we have to get at? No, that way. Sam, don't go flipping out. No, that's, oh, hold on, kids. This is a telephone. Ringing. Hello? What's going on? How are you feeling? What about the doctor? Oh, good. right, well, I'm right now doing a live stream and I'm just showing the movie. So let me play right back while they're watching the movie for 15, 20 minutes. All right. Right. All right, so I'm going to raise the striking. Oh, God. Because I don't like when people say they're going to do something and they don't do something. What is that? Get out of there. No, get out of there. No. Sorry, guys. Is that better? Sam, stop it. I'm working. Because the people want to see the goddamn movie. Should I move it forward? All right, hold on. Move it forward. Can't get much more forward. Oh, yeah, I can. I can get a little more forward. I want you guys to be able to enjoy this. Not my gosh darn head, you son of a bitch. Here. I can't be with. All right. How's the side crossing the house construction? The indirect connection, Charlie is the location. Child body postal. Great. All right. So I'm going to start this up from the back, from the beginning. I'll turn off the lights. Oh, yeah, duh. Let me just see something. All right, that's what I wanted to see, damn it. Wait. The window? The window? I'm trying to get, no, you guys don't understand what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get this thing centered. Where the hell is the center? No, because you're facing the wrong, there you go. That's centered. Sam, stop. All right, how's that look? I want to show you the movie but making sure that it's good in the image field. Should I go, if you went taller, would that make any difference? Really? It would make a difference. Son of a bitch. All right, everybody, just hold on tight. I'm going to raise the height of the gosh darn camera so you guys can watch it at a better angle. I know that sounds cockeyed and stupid, but I'm a freaking perfectionist. I want to give you guys the best quality possible. All right, here we go. Raise this up. See, you don't understand. This is on a big screen television we're watching. You're seeing this on. Why is it still so stupid and cockeyed? Wait, you gotta be kidding me. Wait a stupid second. All right. What the hell is this? Oh, it's my shadow. That's me, you stupid son of a bitch. What are you seeing that? Not seeing that? Oh. All right. Now, with that said, let's kick it from the beginning. All right, you see this? Is that good for you guys? Are we even? Are we level? Are we level? Are we even? All right, start from the beginning.
4 bedrooms,
No, I
5
said from the
baths,
beginning, you asked.
jacuzzi.
Right? Beginning.
In Valley of the Dolls was
No,
in
beginning. All right, here you go, kids. Give me this. The first 20 minutes of the movie.
We have a weird homicide.
In a scene described by one investigator as reminiscent of a weird religious rite, 5 persons, including film star Sharon Tate, were found dead at the home of Ms. Tate and her husband, film director Roman Polanski. Ms. Tate, who starred in Valley of the Dolls, was 8 months pregnant and was found stabbed multiple times in a white nightgown with a rope around her neck attached to the body of a man.
2 bodies inside, 2 bodies outside.
Among the other victims were Hollywood hairstylist Jay Sebring and coffee heiress Abigail Folger. Authorities would allow no one in an unofficial capacity to enter the posh Benedict Canyon property in the hills which overlook Los Angeles. When police arrived, they found the telephone and power lines cut. The bodies had been dead for about 12 hours. They were discovered this morning by the maid who ran screaming to neighbors. One officer summed up the murders when he said, "In all my years, I have never seen anything like this before."
Adam 19, confirmed multiple homicides at Beaumont location. Request detectives and coroner's unit, code 3.
Copy 19. Do you request ambulance unit?
Negative, coroner only. We got a real bloodbath up here. Never seen anything like it.
Copy. Detectives and coroner.
Hey, you look like shit. Funny, I feel like shit. Come on.
To better days.
Better days. I just don't get it, David. You're a smart guy. Handsome. Successful? Why is it you always end up in these disastrous relationships?
I wish I knew. It's like as soon as things get serious, it's bam, another door in the face, and I'm back on the rebound again.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, my man. Rebound's the best part, that new territory to explore, new experiences to be savored. No more of the same old, same old.
Really? Is that so?
I mean, for a single guy.
You just keep it up. So, David, how would you say you treat women?
What kind of question is that?
I don't know. Maybe there's a side of you we don't know about. Maybe you've got a mean streak, or maybe you're a little neglectful.
I'm the sweetest guy we know.
I know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Sure it's not the action, buddy?
Oh,
Robert, that is low.
sex is not the problem. Thank you very much, though, Robert.
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there, man.
Listen, I'm just a sucker for damaged goods, that's all.
Maybe this just all has to do with soulmates. When you meet that certain someone and you both feel like you've known each other forever and it just...
Not the
What?
soulmate spiel.
You know what? You got one long night on the couch staring you in the face, my friend.
I think I just need to find a place and settle in for a while.
Now you're talking sense. Let's do some business, my man. I know about a condo I'll sell a 3-bedroom, 1,000 square foot.
No condos. I want a house.
Houses are expensive, David.
I still have the trust fund my old man left me.
I thought you didn't want to have anything to do with this lousy money.
No, just because we didn't get along,
Didn't get along, you hated each other.
well, you mellow with age. And I want a house.
What about the one on Bowen?
Yeah, that's an idea.
Yeah, just one on the market. We can take over there tomorrow if you want.
So, you have somewhere to stay? Go get your things.
I think you're gonna love it up here. Very quaint, very quiet. Off the beaten path kind of thing.
Apparently.
This is it. 4,200 square feet, very modern. Actually, all this property up here used to be part of one large estate about 15 years ago. They split it up into individual lots. We can get this place for pennies on the dollar.
How much?
Here's the deal. Owner lives in England, he's an artist or something stupid like that. His wife is sick, so he just wants to get out.
How much?
6? Come on, let's take a look inside. Here we go. 4 bedrooms, 5 baths, jacuzzi. Got 6 balconies, hardwood floors, intercom system, plenty of space. Perfect for those dinner parties you like to throw.
What's all this stuff?
I don't know. The artist left it, keep it, sell it, throw it away, whatever. I'm gonna run to the restroom, but look around, see what you think. Okay.
I want it. I want the house, do you hear me?
You want it?
It's perfect. Look, do the paperwork. The sooner the better.
Okay, I'll have it tomorrow.
I gotta make a pit stop.
Yeah, you might want to use the other one downstairs. So
Okay.
Oh, come on. Just quit whining and help me lift this.
can afford to buy a house. You can afford a couple moving then.
Just remember the fat commission you're getting. Pizza?
Yes.
No.
No, Sebastian. Body's wet. Yard. Everywhere.
Creepy.
Sebastian, come on. Come on. Sebastian. Great comfort.
special. Come on, Sebastian, do your duty. Sebastian. Soup's on, buddy. Come and get it. All right, well, it's here when you want it.
That's the barbecue technique has worked again, and it will for you time and time again. One thing to do now. Breath. Well, as you can see, the barbecue is a success. Now, back inside first, the curved part of the curve. I first went along first. I also like
Hello. Jen, wake up. It's me. You broke up.
Can't this wait till tomorrow?
Jen, this is important.
Yeah, I told you I did.
Great. In the market for someone new and improved.
Oh, Felicia.
His name is David.
What's he like?
Good looking, money in the bank, a stockbroker. But Jen, no bullshit.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to meet him.
You guys are gonna get along so great, I know it.
How do you know?
I have this weird feeling about it.
Wonderful. Can we talk about this tomorrow?
Listen, I don't know what's going on with the wiring. I need someone to come check it out. Okay. Wait. Fine, and if you could come any sooner, I'd appreciate it. Thanks. TV, what is a 7-letter word for entity? No, I don't think that's it. Woof. What is it, what? Quiet down, boy. Shh. Shh. Quiet down, boy. I'll see who it is.
Great, man. Come on.
I'll show you the breakers down in the basement. I'll tell you, the wiring in this house is really screwed up.
Okay, so here's the box. Well, I'll let you work. I'll be upstairs if you need me. I'll check back in 10. Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? It's the electrician.
Great, he's locked himself out. He's a freaky genius. I'll be right there.
Hey there, I'm Rich, Ace Electric. Here to check your wiring.
One of you guys is already here.
Not a chance, my friend. I'm the only guy on call on Saturdays.
No, he's down in the basement right now checking out the circuit breakers.
You sure?
Very sure.
So if there's an electrician here, then where's his truck?
I swear to God, he's in my basement right now.
Well, you must have flipped out a side door or something.
Security sensor would have tripped.
You got out somehow.
Okay, let's just forget that.
Okay.
Can you fix my electrical problem?
Yeah, sure. I'll check it out. Well, found your problem.
Great. And
Some of your circuit breakers were blown.
circuit breakers?
Circuit breakers.
That doesn't make any sense.
What can I tell you? Your wiring's fine. So listen, I replaced a couple of breakers and I even left you a few extra in case it happens again.
Thanks.
That's what I get paid for. Want us to bill you?
Yeah.
Hey, it's a nice place, all right? Don't hesitate to call if you got any more problems.
Thanks.
Hey, have a great day.
Circuit breakers.
Hello?
Hey, your luck just changed, my man. Felicia wants to hook you up with Jennifer.
Jennifer. Who's Jennifer?
It's her friend from work. Dude, she is cute. She's smart. You're going to love her.
Fine. When?
Say tomorrow night. You provide the meal, and I'll provide the wine and the women.
All right. I'll see you at 7. May I help you?
Can you move away from the intercom, please?
Help us.
Alright, that's enough!
Find it. You can help us. Help us. You can help.
Shut up! You hear me? Shut the fuck up!
Morning.
Can I help you?
You live here?
I do. Can I help you with something?
I helped build this place about 5 years ago. They finally sold it, huh? I'm sorry, my name is Skip Johansson. I'm a contractor. Doing a remodel on the house at the end of the drive. Just want to come by and take a look at the place. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother you.
Wait. You say you worked on this place?
Yeah.
What can you tell me about it?
What? What do you mean? I don't understand.
You know, it's history.
It's just too new to have any kind of history.
You know what I'm talking about.
There was some. You know something I didn't realize until this moment. I've never told anybody this. Not even my wife. She'd think I was nuts, you know, to be that kind of trouble.
No, it's okay. Go on, I'm listening.
All right. Like I said, it was 5 years ago. It was summer, hot. We had the air conditioning in, but it wasn't hooked up yet. You know. I was working by myself. Everybody else is gone. I do finished work, so. Anyway, I hear these noises, these footsteps and voices upstairs. I'm alone, or at least I'm supposed to be. So I go over and I look, I find nothing. I even came out here, and it was nothing. It wasn't a goddamn thing.
Then what?
So I go back down, I start working again. 5 minutes from the time I got down there, I start hearing these voices again. And louder this time, more, you know. So I go running up here to the first floor, and I look around over every square inch of this place.
Nothing there?
Nothing. So I go back down to the third floor, and I'm packing up my stuff because I've had enough.
Then I hear these footsteps coming down the stairs, and they're getting louder and louder and louder. So I tuck my ass behind the door, and I'm just standing there. Believe me, it was scaring the shit out of me. It got so loud and so close, I felt like I could reach out and touch it. But there was nothing there. And then it happened. I'm standing there, and this is 90 degrees. And all of a sudden, it starts getting cold, like really cold. Freezing, wind blowing across me. Like I stepped into a freezer. You believe that? I had enough, man. I left. I didn't come back here for a few weeks. I'm sorry. You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be all right. All right, take care of yourself.
Give me a break. Sebastian, I want you on your best behavior tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
There he is, man of the house.
How are you?
Hey, Jen. Hi.
You must be Jennifer.
Yes.
I'm David. Have we met before?
I don't think so. You have a really lovely home.
It's even nicer inside. Please come in.
Jennifer Sutton, David King. David King, Jennifer Sutton.
Thanks, Robert. We kind of already did that outside. Can I take this?
Let's get this party started. I propose a toast. To dear friends who just met, may you be as happy as my wife Felicia and I are. It's okay.
We're not married.
We're like married. So you got 2 electricians for the price of 1. What's the big deal?
It's just weird.
Hi.
Everything okay? Can I get you anything?
No, I'm okay. Thanks. It is so peaceful and quiet here. Doesn't even feel like you're in the city.
That's one of the reasons I decided to buy Oxford Canyon. Sort of away from the rat race.
Hey, are you Bogarts gonna hog that joint all night or what? Thank you.
This is Oxford Canyon?
Yeah. What?
This is where the DeWitt murders took place.
Boy, something smells good. I don't think I've eaten the thing all day.
DeWitt murders? What are the DeWitt murders?
Hey, why are we gonna talk about murders? Let's talk about something fun.
Just a second. Jennifer?
36 years ago, in a house somewhere in this canyon, 4 people were brutally murdered. Mutilated.
Fun stuff. Thanks for sharing.
It's not funny.
No, I didn't say it was funny. I just
Jen, are you okay?
My aunt was one of the victims that night.
I'm so sorry. We had no idea.
No, it's okay. It was a long time ago. Before any of us were even born.
oh, dinner's ready. Who's hungry?
Where was the house that the murders took place?
I don't know the exact house. I know it was somewhere on Beaumont Road. What?
This house is on Beaumont Road.
Let me ask you, are you sure it's Beaumont Road, not Beeman Road? Because Beeman, you go left.
Did the murders take place on this property, Robert?
Look, this house is 5 years old. Those murders were like, what, 46 years ago?
Not the house. The property, Robert. The property.
No! No way! Not here, not this property. No, way over there, the property at the end of the drive. Way down there.
I thought it was just my imagination. You know, working too hard and stressed. Now with everything I know, with the contractor said, and now what Jennifer's saying, it's all starting to make sense.
Come on, man.
No, it's true. They exist.
Oh, what? Ghosts?
I saw my grandmother once, 2 years after she passed away.
Great. Wanted a quiet evening with friends turned into a freaking Ed grown pony.
David, can I use your bathroom?
Using one downstairs. Second door on the left.
Okay.
Do you see what you're doing to the poor girl? Do you? You're such a rat. David, I sold you a fantastic property for a fantastic price. You know, I barely even made out on this deal.
Nobody was buying your house. You set me up.
David, we would never intentionally sell you a lemon. We had no idea it was haunted.
God, it's not haunted. Can't believe I bought a $25 bottle of wine for this. Like, here's a pointer, my friend. You want to try to charm her? Not scare the bejesus out of her?
Well, you could have told.
Where does it say in the real estate licensing code that I'm supposed to provide information about murders that happened 36 years ago in a house 4 houses away?
Jen, are you okay?
I don't know.
Jennifer.
I saw Claudia.
Who?
My Aunt Claudia.
Okay, boys, party is over. We are going home.
Well, it's the power of suggestion.
Robert.
Or it's the wine or the pot or a hallucination. There's not a ghost, not in this house, not the house down at the end of the drive. Nowhere
God damn it, Robert, shut up.
Fine. I'm not gonna say another word. Where are you going?
To find out what the hell is going on around here. The DeWittMurders.com. "9561 Beaumont Road, nestled in the hills above Los Angeles, is the site of perhaps the most shocking and gruesome murder rampage in the history of that fabled city. It was July 29, 1969, at the home of movie producer Teddy DeWitt. It used to be a festive evening of friends, wine, and music. Present were Jackie Roman, costume designer to the stars, Teddy DeWitt, movie producer, Rhonda Shore, heiress to the Winsong restaurant chain, and Claudia DeLongre, an up-and-coming film actress, a young woman whose career was on the verge of superstar."
Jen, maybe you shouldn't.
It's all right.
Wait a minute. I saw her.
Oh, great. You too.
No, I saw her. I know I did.
You sure?
Yes, I was driving up the road and I passed a girl. This girl, she was there 1 minute, she was gone the next. Wait. I know him too.
Sure, of course you do.
He was at my front door. He was an electrician. At least I thought he was inside the house. He was here.
Do you even hear what you're saying? These people are dead.
Robert, I know what I saw. I saw this Jackie Roman, and I saw Jennifer Sand. Clarence Green, legendary rock and roll guitarist, was the last person to see them alive.
I love Clarence Green.
Wait a minute.
This is a place of great passion and love, but also of great torment and anger. There's a heaviness here. It's engulfing me. It's filling me. Jimmy DeWitt fell here. His agony and pain are still very much evident, very much a part of the fabric of this place, very much so.
Mr. Coyne, tell me, how is it that the perpetrators of this violent, heinous crime could have remained uncaptured for so long?
Well, there are points on Earth that contain time vortexes, a place where time travel is possible, but this property also contains a vortex.
I'm sorry, time vortex?
Well, a time vortex can be thought of as an interdimensional fold, link from the past to the present, from the present to the past.
That's astounding.
I can assure you that time vortex is quite real, sir.
I didn't believe you before, but now that I hear about time vortexes, you sold me.
Robert, please. Oh my God.
So 3 of the 4 murder weapons were eventually found. One of them, a 10-inch hunting knife, was not. Hunting knife. Now what?
To this day, the perpetrators of this violent night have not been apprehended. The crime remains unsolved.
The hell is that?
I found it under the house. Buried in the dirt. 10-inch hunting knife.
Okay, so you're saying that's the knife that was used in the murders that they never found? It's impossible.
Is it?
Please, David, put that away.
Did anyone happen to notice the date these murders took place?
July 29th, 1969.
36 years ago.
36 years ago. Tonight.
Okay, let's all go back upstairs and have some dessert. Okay, we came here to have a fun time, share some laughs, not talk about this.
I'm going over there.
Over where?
To that house, that's where.
Doesn't someone live there?
Not a chance, it's under construction. So, who's with me?
I'm game.
Jennifer? You don't have to go if you don't want to.
No. No, I'll go.
You guys are just asking for trouble.
Fun. Ghosts? I thought you didn't believe in ghosts, Robert.
You know what goes good with Ghostbusters? A little bit of Mother Nature's finest, huh? Come on, David, you can stay close to me all night? Yeah, there you go. Time to expand my mind.
Why not?
Hey, this is the gate that was in those photos.
Yeah, the original house came down about 10 years ago. Most of it, anyway. This remodel started sometime last year, I think.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't know about these guys. That's not the spooks I'm scared of. It's the cops. You know, what if a neighbor saw something?
Nobody saw us. Come on. Unless you want to stay out here, it's fine with me.
Hey, wait up, guys. Coat of paint, a couple sectional couches, some logs in the fireplace, just your showcase. Original bearing wall, do not alter it. That's why it's a remodel. Saves a fortune.
Wild wallpaper.
The last remaining witness of that horrible night.
Hey, it's getting kind of heavy in here. You and me go find a cozy corner someplace.
You didn't even want to come in here.
Might as well make the best of it. See you guys in a little bit. Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess. Sorry. I guess I've been kind of a downer tonight.
No, not at all. In fact, you could say it's kind of an interesting first date.
Yeah. I guess it has.
Want to keep going?
Yeah.
Robert.
I'm not doing anything. It just went out.
Robert.
Welcome to my house of horrors. I will be your guide. Won't you join me for a journey into the unknown?
Robert. You're such an idiot. Stop it. You're such an idiot. Robert. All right, I can play this game. Robert, you're not getting into my pants for a month.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the wine in the pot. Honest.
Listen, I know this is terrible timing, but I really have to go to the bathroom. You'll be okay for a second, right?
Sure. Aren't you gonna need this?
I have the eyes of a cat.
Alicia? And Claudia? You guys, I'm locked in. Open the door. Robert! Robert! Robert, open the door! Robert, stop it! Stop it!
Jennifer. You're wearing just what your Aunt Claudia was wearing the day that I saw her.
Robert?
Someone want to tell me what the hell is going on? Didn't I see this in an episode of Star Trek?
And we're back. I said we were going to get a little bit more than we wanted, didn't I? I think we did. Oh, hold on. Let me cut this off. Shrink. Dink. 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 And kaplunk. And kadink. So, how did you like the movie? Yes, this is the 10-inch hunting knife. I've actually measured it. It's not exactly a 10-inch hunting knife. Hey, it's a Vietnam era K-bar. U.S. Marines. From here to here, it's about 7.5, 8 inches. So it's not exactly. This was fun. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Some fun, huh? Here, let me get back in here. Let me turn the lights back on. I know you can't see. Here, open your eyes. There we go. Do. So like I said, I'd love to sell the movie to a network. If anybody out there watching this knows anybody at a network, and by the way, there's another 40 minutes left of the movie. But yes, this is in fact the knife. Isn't she a beauty? She's authentic. I found it when I was a kid, way back when. And yes, she's beautiful. She's the real deal. I'll put this right here. And yeah, the bell was going off. I swear to God, I was not ringing the bell. I left it here. I just, I don't look. I can guarantee you this with me. With me, and nothing going to be faked. No, Brian, my birthday's coming up. I'm glad you like that, Cindy. Be careful with that. No, I'll be fine with it. Unless it becomes possessed. Hey, Steve. So like I said, this goes out to you tomorrow, Steve. Thank you very much. As a matter of fact, Steve, I will do this as well, since I can do this right now as well. This is, by the way, everybody, Steve Hyde bought I want to make sure I didn't lose anything else. No. All the contents are in there. Steve bought a copy of the book, and we're now going to. So now, yes. Going to fold it. Tomorrow I'll put the label on. I'll slap that on. It'll go out in the mail tomorrow. You should have it in about 5 days, maybe 6. That's the cat behind the camera. No, the camera's not being operated by the cat. I'm saying the cat's physically behind the camera. That's what you hear, the cat rattling the whatchamacallit. There goes another cat. That's Samantha. Samantha's now running down. I don't know if I guess you guys probably did catch that. Let me move that there. I did not touch that, no. Ding, ding, very funny. That's okay, Brian. No, Sarah, my birthday's on Wednesday. There's a real actor, bravo. Sebastian, yeah, Sebastian was great. I'm glad you like that, Steve. This is it. This is yours going out tomorrow, I promise. Hey, John, very nice to have you on. Gee, I'm back to 53 people. So like I said, Sam, what's the matter? Sam, you didn't even eat all your food. You wanted scrambled eggs. I gave you scrambled eggs. You ate half of them and you left half. God, there's no pleasing you cats. Literally. It's just you can't please the pussycats. They're incorrigible. It's like ridiculous. God, I just made 3 scrambled eggs for 2 cats. So thank you, movie star. Yeah, well, for cats, yeah, it's a lot easier than having to cut up some chicken meat and dice it and slice it. So like I said, God, what was I thinking? So like I said, you got to watch the movie. The whole movie is fun. It's a fun movie. And like some people have said, it's a lot better than the crap that's on television right now. For instance, there's just so much stuff. The fact that they're remaking The Toxic Avenger. God. Thank you, Weez. I appreciate it. Hey, LA. So like I said, and as well, I was about to get the goddamn book. What's with you guys? Yes, this is the book. Like I said, we're working on making this into a docu-series. I'm going to reach out to my friend tomorrow and see if he's got a contact to Charlie. Don't forget, Kira, contact me after you get in touch with him. I'd really like to hear if that works out. So what was your overall impression of the of the movie? Again, this is watching the movie on a big screen vis-a-vis the laptop, and I try to raise the laptop, but again, It's a HD movie. It's not going to look like when you rent it. It's going to be a crystal clear image. It will not. No, I'm not doing anything. There's not my cell phone's all the way over there. So the spirits are just happy to be participating, and you're just trying to be helpful, huh? Again, I shouldn't be looking at the guys trying. You're just trying to be helpful, huh? It's like the spirits go, "What do you keep on looking at the bell for? We're not the bell. We're just using it to get your attention." It's like if you sat there and you did this with the person, would you look at the bell? Would you look at the person? It's like, I look at the person. He goes, exactly. God, sometimes. What Annie said, what about those psychics that have been in the house? Do any of them know celebrities? Like some psychics do readings for celebrities. They might hook you up with. No. Annie, to answer your question, no, that's not the way it works. They generally don't want to, even if they did know such and such, it would they've told me, so, well, I feel uncomfortable about telling them about your house and seeing if they'd want to go up and look at it. And I go, why? How is that that's a feather in your cap? It's a benefit for you to say, look, I've been to the Oman house. Maybe you should come with me. We should check it out. Thank you very much, movie. Appreciate that. It is pretty much. Thank you very much. It's not exactly goth, but it's definitely, yeah. Well, it is. I mean, it's definitely not a slasher film. The movie was never intended to be a slasher film. That's why there's not a lot of gratuitous sex in it. I mean, you do have a little nudity, but it's, again, all right. That's Sammy running around. There you, that little black flash in the background, that was Samantha. Hey, Sam. She's a funny cat. What can I say? I would too, Weeze. Believe you me, it plays much better in the theater than it does even in my big screen here in the house. There goes Samantha. This is my left shoulder. This one, that is not a painting. That is, okay, so it's a painting. All right, it's a lithograph. I'd let them benefit off of me if you benefit off of me in some way. Annie, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm glad you liked it, Dorothy. I really appreciate that. Kira, like I said, get in touch with me after you talk to your friend. You went to the Oman house and you got the number, right? Kira, did you get that? It's worse than talking to a ghost. You know they're there. You just don't know if they're going to respond, just like a ghost. Hey, Sam, that's Domino's food. That's the first. Domino didn't finish her food, but Samantha's eating Domino's food. It's usually the other way around. Samantha, as you saw, didn't finish her food, and Domino's usually plate clean like this. Domino left some food, so Samantha's eating it. It's funny as hell. All right, no sweat, Kira. As long as you were able to get the information off the website and got my number so you can reach out to me tomorrow then. Like I said, it's a ghosty thing to do. Excuse me. Oh, I feel like I'm coming down with a cold. So since, who was it that asked? I think it was John, wanted to see a close-up of that. Hold on one second. We will give you a close-up of that. All right. Oh, before I do that, let me give you some light on this. Reggie, you're not going anywhere. There we go. Here, let's bring you up close to see that. Oh, yeah, by the way, since there are new people on, Friday night, August 8th into 9th, is the 56th anniversary of the murders. And yes, the actual anniversary of the murders was the fact that it took place on Friday night into Saturday morning. Well, American Ghost Walks is having their event here. It's a limited to 15 people in person. and they're going to do a live stream online. That'll be like a ticketed event. It'll be like $5 a ticket or something like that. I'm sure it'll be probably about 6 hours long. It'll probably go from 7 in the evening Pacific Standard Time to around 1 in the morning. And Scott Michaels of Dear Little Party Tours will be there. Of course, Joey Moss, who painted the Sharon Tate piece that I'm pointing my fingers at, will be there, and we'll probably have some psychics. I think let's see who else we will have there. But here, this is the piece that you were asking about. Wait, there we go. It's not by Hanna-Barbera. It's a piece by Charles Fazzino. And when Joseph Barbera and Bill Hanna saw it, originally they heard about it, they were going to sue, Fazzino for it. But once they saw it, they thought it was so incredible that they decided to inscribe it themselves and sign it personally because they thought it was so good. And what's interesting is this is a 3-layer piece. And what I mean by 3-layer is it's a deluxe, one of 200. If you notice, there's 3 layers to this. Let's see, where's the 3? Here you go. You see that? See where it says Max Baxter right there? There's 3 layers. You see the bottom layer, the second layer, and then the third layer. This is only 2 layers. This is 2 layers. But because it's a 3-layer job like this one, 1, 2, and 3 is the bottom layer, you got to remember that each one of, when you're looking at this, when you see 2 layers, you remember this whole thing's got to be printed once, then it's got to be printed again and then cut out. And you have to basically throw away a whole entire piece. Remember that. So when you're talking about 3, to make this copy, you have to get 3 layers. I'll show you what another 3 layers here. See this? There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3 is the bottom. So there's the base, then you have another one layer, and then just to make this, he had to cut out this little one right here. You hear the bell going here, like Muscle Beach. Look at Muscle Beach. When you look at the back, you look down, do you see how it's 3 layers deep? That's why it's called a deluxe. And because of that, it costs more because you have to burn 3 prints, lithographs of this to make 1 piece. That's why that's so expensive. Yes, it is quite a litho. You want to see my other litho that's really incredible? Oh, it's called Remembering 60s TV. This one, I fell in love with the moment I saw it. And this is, all right, it's like 40 years old, this piece is. But look at this. It's a tall piece. And we'll start from the top. Hope you guys can see. And it's all of these characters. Wait. From 60s television. I'm sorry. Well, I'm doing this with a laptop. Sorry, guys. So it's got all these characters from 60s television. Wait, all right, there we go. Quite fond of that piece. All right, so how did you guys like that? Hope I didn't bore the crap out of you guys with that. What's one? That's the same thing. Again, is that a deluxe? I'll tell you in 2 seconds. This looks like, oh, son of a bitch. Yes. Yes. DX. 47 DX. It's signed. And by DX, again, it's 3 layers. He's got 3 layers to this. That's 3 layers. 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 That's 2 layers. That's 3 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 layers. And that's it. What's interesting is when it's against the 2 layers, it makes it even more interesting because you have this depth of field and depth of perception. Here's another one of his pieces. Again, it's a Charles Vizino. I had so many. I must have had about 20 of his pieces at one time. Because look how many I still freaking have. Here's another one. Isn't that amazing? Because there's all these rock bands listed in there. It's an amazing piece. And I fell in love with it. So as it stands right now, I think it's here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I have 5 Fazinos now. I mean, I literally sold 15 of my Fazinos that I owned. And here's the last one I owned called City Silhouette. At the time, it was the first black and white piece that he had ever made. Then he obviously made the cats. But you can see this. This is supposed to be Manhattan. City Silhouette. So I figured you guys would enjoy that stuff. And then, of course, the key piece of my home. When I say the key, it's the biggest piece in the home. No, you're not. Your television is not messing with you, kids. This is the ceiling in my living room. Yeah, that's right. That is 6 foot across by 7 feet long. Isn't that amazing? That's nuts. Well, I seem to be boring some of the people, and I don't doubt it. Now, remember, I will give you guys the information. If you want to attend in person, it's limited to 15 people on the 8th of August, which will be Friday night in 19 days. And then, of course, Saturday night will be 20 people. But the Friday night will be a live stream here at the house on the 56th anniversary of the murders. I will get you that information, and you guys can see about that. No, it's not the Wicked Witch. I'm sorry. Thank you. 40 years ago, John. That's when that was. That was from 40 years ago. Those art pieces. The Remembering 60s TV. Good night, Virginia. Take care. Yes, that was Andy Warhol and Jean Basquiat. Are you a fan of Sparks? John, are you talking about the band Sparks? The band that says, I've got ants in my pants. I forgot the other songs that they had. Thank you, Evie. I appreciate it. I'm not bored of the artwork. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate that. Thank you. Again, one last thing, if you guys are interested in art, well, no, forget that. So you got to see the movie. You got to, what else? Wait a second. Let's go back to this. Is anything? No, just thank you again, Steve, for picking up your copy of the book. Again, get yourself a copy of the book, Ghost of Sealer Drive. That's right. Get this book. Get it when you can. Get it for all you gosh I know, and I will sign it, and I will inscribe it. And don't forget, you can rent the movie, House at the End of the Drive. You can also go to houseattheendofthedrive.com, and you can see the link to rent it there. In any event, it's been a long night. I know you guys have had other things to do. And I want to thank you all for stopping by and hanging out this evening. And again, I'll get you guys the link about the event coming up on the 8th and 56th anniversary. Like I said, Scott Michaels will be here in person. So will Joey Moss, the artist. That's not Captain James T. Kirk. Evie, that's Andy Warhol and Jean Basquiat. Night, Brian. Take care of yourself. Michelle, thank you. Less sugar. Less sugar. Was that less filling too? In any event, you didn't find that funny, Spirits? Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you, David. And again, you guys have a good night. And thanks for stopping by. I so appreciate it. What, you guys want me to read? Fine, I promise. Shit, I always read. Don't. Son of a bitch. Good. Let's see what's good. Find something fun to read. No, not that. Not that. No, we read that just last week, stupid idiot. No, I've read that. Get over here. What people are now coming back. What? Well, thanks, Evie. I appreciate it. It's fun. It's fun, Michelle. Thanks, Mr. Exemptus. Like I said, if anybody out there has any contacts at any of the networks, we'd really like to sell this movie, and I mean that. This movie, House at the End of Drive, if they're interested, get in touch with us. Go to theomanhouse.com, and our contact information is there. Yay, stories. I'm just going to... No, I read that too. You can't read something you've read. Dangers. What's this crap? The Hook? What the hell is The Hook? Oh, all right, not that. What, guys? Thanks, Nikki. I'm glad. What did you say, Wheeze? I read that kind of funny, Caitlin. Who's Caitlin? Oh, my dad talking shit about me. My dad taking shift about me? I don't understand that one, Caitlin. What does that one mean? No, this one you want me to read? The basket? Yeah, okay, here's a good one. Here's one to read to you guys. You need a suppository, Caitlin? Less sugar? Get the hell lost. I'm not somebody that, I know who you're talking about. I'm not that guy. I don't do that EVP stuff. They just died. Let's do this. May I carry your basket? May I carry your basket? Is the title of this short story. Sam Lewis spent the evening playing chess at his friend's house. It was about midnight when they finished their game and he started home. Outside it was icy cold and he's as quiet as a grave. As he came around the turn in the road, he was surprised to see a woman walking ahead of him. She was carrying a basket covered with a white cloth. When he caught up to her, he looked at her to look to see who it was. But she was so bundled up against the cold, it was hard to see her face. Good evening, Sam said. What brings you out so late? But she didn't answer. Then he said, May I carry your basket? She handed it to him. From under the cloth, a small voice said, It's very nice of you. And that was when it was followed by a little laughter. Sam was so startled by that, he dropped the basket, and out rolled a woman's head. He looked at the head and he stared at the woman. "It's her head!" he cried. And he started to run, and the woman and her head began to chase him. Soon the head caught up to him. It bounced into the air and sunk its teeth into his left leg. Sam screamed with pain and ran faster, but the woman and her head stayed right behind him. Soon he leaped into the air again, and it bit into the other leg. Then they were gone. Ugh, that was freaky-beaky. Yes, there was a head in the basket, exactly. Of course, you had to know there was a head in the basket. Hey, Hippie Jay. Nice to have you on today. That was a trippy story. That was short but sweet. What's this one? Oh, God. No. Oh, God. What is this? Wow, this is a long one. Oh, the Wendigo. I read that one once before. What is this? All right, here's a doozy of a one, kids. This is the last one. Room for one more? A man named Joseph Blackwell came to Philadelphia on a business trip. He stayed with friends in this big house they owned outside the city. That night they had a good time visiting, but when Blackwell went to bed, he tossed and turned and couldn't sleep. Sometime during the night he heard a car turn into the driveway. He went to the window down to see who it was arriving at such a late hour. In the moonlight, he saw a long black hearse filled with people. The driver of the hearse looked up at him. When Blackwell saw his queer, hideous face, he shuddered. The driver called to him, "There's room for one more." Then he waited for a minute or two and drove off. In the morning, Blackwell told his friends that what had happened. "You were dreaming," they said. I must have been, he said, but it didn't seem like a dream. After breakfast, he went to Philadelphia. He spent the day high above the city in one of the new office buildings. Late in the afternoon, he was waiting for an elevator to take him back to the street. But when it arrived, it was very crowded. One of the passengers looked out and called to him, "There's room for one more." He said it was the driver of the hearse. "Will you two stop it? I'm reading." "No thanks," said Blackwell. "I'll get the next one." The door closed and the elevator started down. There was shrieking and screaming, and then the sound of a crash. The elevator had fallen all the way to the bottom of the shaft. Everyone on board was killed. That's a good way to end the show, or a good story to end it on. Les, let me ask you a question. Where am I going to put that? Well, thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. It's always nice. Look, if you guys are diehard fans, get yourself a copy of my book. I wrote it. It's the true story of the house and the story of all the incidents that have been going on here till 2014, because I didn't want to sit there and pack it into 200 and how many pages? God damn it. Last page. Red rum. I said, what's the page? 206. So right now it's 218 pages. Again, It's a good read. It's the truth. It's not a bunch of bull. It's not stories. Do you guys mind? I know. Look, my first I was looking at you like, what do you got a problem? It's like, what do you got a problem? Like I said, you can get it at ghosttosealardrive.com. That's right. There's the title. God damn it. There. That's the book. It's a 6x9 book. It's packed with pictures. Here, look, unlike Zach Baggins' book, where's that secret book? I Am Haunted. I'll give you I Am Haunted. There's a few pictures of me with some celebrities, but they're non-gratuitous. Here, where's the picture of the ghosts? I just had some. I don't want the outside of the house. All right, for example, there's a picture of a ghost. That's right, that's a ghost. That photo is a color photo here, but that's a ghost. Yes, I do remember reading Wendigo. You want me to take it out of the sealed package, Les, you think? Doesn't matter. Trust me, I've got so many things. I've got the Daryl Waltrip. Was it Waltrip? Was he the one it was? Was Waltrip the one who died in the car accident? My friend gave me the two collector's things that were from like 25 years ago. I looked them up. They're not worth anything. It's unfortunate. I thought. Was it Daryl? I forget who it was. That's a picture. That's the picture of the dogs. Still on Sebastian. Yeah. Want to see a picture of Sebastian when he's not acting? There's a picture of Sebastian in them for the movie. That was his sister Stella. He was quite the hound. That's in front of my apartment when we were living down in the flats. Not Paul Walker. No, Band of Brothers, you nitwit. Thank you. It's not Paul Walker. Talking about somebody who died on the racetrack. There's another picture of Sebastian and Stella. Yes, that's in my book. And I think that's Tess. So, those are let's see, where's the picture of the ghosts? God damn it. Here we go. Here's a picture of a ghost and Dr. Barry Taft. Yes, that's a ghost. And there's Dr. Taft. That's Barry right there. He's working on some equipment here in the house. What? Dale Earnhardt, right. I've got these two different Dale Earnhardt commemorative, die-cast cars. And my friend Tommy who owned them, who died, God, it's got to be 19 years ago now. Jesus Christ. 2008, 2007. All right, so 18 years ago. So Tommy died 18 years ago. And, he left him here. And so like I said, they're worthless. And you'd think they would have gone up in value. They didn't, because everybody's got them that's holding on to them. I used to backpack there in the day. Oh, wow. Wow, Dana, that's interesting. Well, look, all right, so we'll end it at 3 freaking hours. We got another 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Anybody have some questions? Daddy Dale Waldrop? I think it was Dale Earnhardt. Yeah, Dale, that's when it was. And that's the cars. I've got these two little die-cast cars, and there's produced after he passed away in that terrible, terrible car accident on the track. The knife makes you nervous? Wheeze? No kidding. I've had it for almost got me there. It was probably manufactured in 1967 during the Vietnam War. Seriously. And on the inside, like I said, it says USMC over here. From the movie. No, it says it this way, doesn't it? Yes, it should. It says PIC 1695 Japan. Not USMC. All right, so it doesn't see USMC. But do the Elaine. What's do the Elaine? Yeah, sure. If you want, by all means, Les Sugar, I'd be happy to. Things later. What? Why do I dream things and later it becomes? Well, sometimes the stuff that you dream is just called premonitions. Thank you, spirits. Should have thought about that. Oh, you are possessed. Oh, you are possessed, aren't you? You are possessed. Oh, you are. Oh, you are trying to do something to me. Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. See, some people would believe that this is real, that you're somehow possessed. But if I dropped you on the ground, you're not going to jump up and do anything, are you? Okay, David. Listen. Thanks, Les. I appreciate it. No, you won't. Excuse me. It's about family members. What's about family members there, hippie? You scare me, that chump. Yeah, you know it scares you. You shouldn't be scared. I'm the one that's here with this possessed knife that wants to. Oh my God! It's 3 minutes. Time's up. We're over. Sorry. You see that? As quickly as it's possessed, it ain't possessed anymore. Again, it's been pleasant. It's been fun. It hasn't exactly been pleasant fun, but it's been real and it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. That was the joke. No, thank you again for letting me into your home or your car or your van or your tent if you're camping or if you're homeless. What? Good night, Lustic Star says. Yes, it could be a murder weapon. Movie star in the movie, it's a murder weapon. It's not a real murder weapon. No. Well, come to think of it, where I found it, I'm just looking at this. I'm just curious if there's writing on that or if it's just the striations. No, it's just the striations. Honestly, when I found this, all right, my parents lived in the movie. Well, you didn't see that. We didn't see that far, but in the movie, the house that's there in the 1969 house is the house that I grew up in. And I was a little kid, and a friend of mine, Richard, used to go dumpster diving. And what I mean is he taught me all about the routine of saying, it's Tuesday evening. I said, what does this mean? So he goes, come on, it's 6 o'clock. I said, what do you mean? He goes, we're going to go down the driveway and walk down past all the houses and see if there's any good trash out. And I said, what do you mean good trash? He goes, people throw away things that are perfectly good. And I like what? Like radios and this. And I take them home and I fix them. I love to fix them because Richard loved to rebuild things. And he figured people were so prone to throwing stuff out that he was able to basically rebuild these things. So we were walking down the street. Let me just think in my head. All right, 916, 910 would have been 900, and then 888 would have been the flowers. So go down the street, go down there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe about 8 houses down the street. And across the street from my house was this house that went down this private driveway. And then there was at the time, again, there was a vacant lot, and the vacant lot, and then there was a house. So on the hillside going down in the dirt is this sticking up. So in the movie, when he finds this Easter egg, is the story is this, that's how I found the goddamn thing when I was a kid. And it was there, and this was in the early 70s, and it was on the side of the hill, literally just literally all it was sticking out was like this. And I dug it out and I found this knife. And it could have very well been a murder weapon. You're right. Thanks, Evie. Thanks, Dana. I appreciate that. All right, so houseboat. There you go, houseboat as well. Yeah, my parents' house was a great house movie star. Well, like I said, in the movie, well, in the book, you read about the fact that my parents' house was involved in creepy crawl in 1971. Yeah, it happened at my parents' house in 1970 or 71. I have to. It was 1970, I think it was 71. I'd have to look. Well, because my mom used to give hitchhikers. Here, you sons of bitches. You want me to read you something? All right, I'm going to read you something out of my book. Forget the gosh darn Faco book. We're going to read a little from a passage from this book. Band, you're not going to end up in a happy place. You'll probably end up in the morgue with about 20 to 30 slugs in your gosh darn body in a close cluster. It does not look like a homemade shank. That does not look like homemade squat. That's from Japan. That's a K-bar, baby. That's the real deal. My mom saw the knife. I told her about it. Are you kidding? No, this was found outside the house, not inside the house. All right. Shit. No, it's not one of that less, I promise you. Hey, Mike. That is very quality knife. Now, that's a knife. It is Vietnam era. All right, I never forget. All right, guys, get ready for this. I never forgot that first experience. It's marked in my memory because it was the same year I had my first encounter with whom I would later find out were the Manson girls. At this time, my family lived at 916 Linda Fleur Drive, and back in the day, there were a few celebs that lived not near that lived nearby. One in particular was Jan Berry of Jan and Dean. He was part of the surf beach duo, well known for the precursor to the Beach Boys. Although this would have meant nothing to me at the time, this was relevant as Jan and Dean were as close to Dennis and Brian. Although this would have meant nothing to me at the time, this was relevant as Jan and Dean were close to Dennis and Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys, and were an early 60s group who were pioneers in the California surf sound that would be later known as surf music style. Some of Jan and Dean's most successful songs were Surf City, Drag City, The Little Old Lady from Pasadena, and Dead Man's Curve. These songs were often sung and popularized by the Beach Boys. In 1968 and 69, while I was a kid, Jan Berry lived around the corner there, 3/4 of a mile up the road from my parents. It was more of a ranch with chickens, horses, rather than a residence. In those days, there was land to do that. For those familiar with the area, my mother used to drive up from Sepulveda Boulevard past the standard gas station at the bottom of Moraga and Bellagio Road. There are always young people hitchhiking hippies. There are always young people hitchhiking hippies with their thumbs out at the bottom of the street, hoping for someone to drive them up past the steep incline of Bellagio Road. No one thought anything of the yeah, no one thought anything of the upbeat, otherworldly flower children who would have been anyone's sons or daughters. That was the dress of the time and the style they had never been a problem in being a good neighbor. Mhm. That was the dress. That was the style. And there had never been a problem in being a good neighbor. My mother, being a parent herself, never denied these girls a lift. She would pull over in her gray 1968 Cadillac Eldorado with burgundy interior and say, "Where you going, girls? Where you girls going?" At least one of the girls would lean towards the open driver's side window and point up the road. "To the Berry House," the girl would sweetly reply, with an expression both pleading and graceful. Had I not had I not been 5 or 6 at the time, I might have taken notice that they were experts in appealing to people in a way that would generate the result they were required. Looking back, I am sure that the Cadillac contained a man, their appeal might have appeared otherwise. My mother would invariably offer them take them as far as our house, although most apologetically. The girls piled in the back seat and graciously thanked her for the ride. My mother would casually introduce herself as Mrs. Oman, and me as her son David. I am sure she asked about them and their names, but I do not remember their replies. What I do remember vividly is how they looked. I always turned around from my spot in the front seat, and even at that young age, I noticed something weird in them. It was in their eyes. They exuded a strange and eerie calmness, a subtle euphoric vibe that didn't appear stoned as I would now, looking back, have understood. They were not glazed over or stoned. They looked more like people who had a secret to hide, to something. I'm getting a little parched. Cottonmouth. They looked more like people who had a secret to something that gives them not only euphoria, but contentment. Much like chanting Hare Krishnas. Perhaps it's a type of God intoxication when a person believes in something so strongly that it's magical. I found it memorable and appealing and never forgot it. Imagine my horror watching later newsreels of these girls I remembered as they walked into the courtroom together singing songs of their leader. I also remembered that each time my mother let them into the car, they smiled and thanked her and said, "Bye, David." After the news broke of the murders on August 9th and again on August 10th, 1969, there were no more open cars to hitchhikers. No one knew who committed these horrible murders, but in an instant, Southern California was no longer had the same sense of safety and isolation from all of the societal ills. We can no longer bury ourselves in the half-hour fantasy comedies on television and ignore a war happening halfway across the world. Parents could not allow their children the freedom to roam the hills without clear supervision, and we wouldn't have wanted to, at least at first, because we were all frightened. I can't read anymore. I hope you guys like that. Get the book if you want to hear more of that. All right, let me catch up to what the hell you guys are saying. Wow, how much did I read? Oh, no. Stop that. Will you, God, thank you. My mom never saw that knife. I love that. Yeah, you said that, Don. I'm telling you, it's probably a Vietnam era, whatchamacallit. Wow. What does it say? Soy soldiers. Tin soldiers and Nixon's kind of very funny wheeze. That Les, they're talking about a roller coaster ride when he says it's coming down faster. That's what he's talking about, is roller coaster ride. He spent a lot of time, a lot of places around in different states. Well, thank you, Deborah. I'm so happy you got the book and you like it. I assume you like it if you can't put it down. I hope you like it if you can't put it down, Deb. Ooh, I'm so dangerous. Yes, that's the water's the whatchamacallit, Marie. It's the aquarium to my right, which is to your left. I have 2 spotlights now? Yes, I have 2. I've always had 2. One's a 20 million, and the other one's an 18 million. All right, look, I've been on for 3 hours and a quarter, so let's cut this out in 15, 14, 12, 9, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm out of here, kids. Thanks again, and don't forget, get yourself a copy of the book. A copy of the book. The copy of the book. Carl's best. Carl's doesn't have any best songs. Sorry. It is Vietnam era. Get yourself a copy of the book. Night, Donnie. Thanks a lot. Tony, thank you again. And like I said, I will share with you in a couple of days, August 8th and 9th, 2 of the ghost investigations. The one on the 8th will be a live stream and will be a ticketed event. Somebody just drove right by. And the 9th will be both will have people here. The 15 on the 8th and 20 on the 9th here at the house for ghost investigation with American Ghost Tours. Hey, 909, what's going on? 909, you should get in touch and be here for the event that's going to be, since you're local. You should come out here for the event on the 8th and 9th. Okay, let's see what's going on outside. Here we are, we're outside. See, there's somebody at the end of the street. Yeah, there goes the gate. Gate's just closed. So somebody came into the house. I can go outside for a few seconds, but like I said, we'll lose the signal and then you won't see it, and I don't want you guys to have that happen. Drake just drove by, no less. Les, he's not even here. Drake didn't. Yeah, Drake's not here anymore. He moved out. That was a one-shot deal, and they'll never rent it to him again. I guarantee that. But like I said, and by the way, if any of you likes vintage boxing memorabilia, I'm going to send you to this. Don't ask, I'm writing. Here. You want some vintage Jack Johnson boxing memorabilia? This is the place you want to go. That's right. Go get yourself some vintage Jack Johnson boxing memorabilia if you like, right there. All original at a 55% discount. I want to close down that website, and I want to sell everything on the website. So please pick something up for yourself if you're interested. Thank you again for being a friend and being in my neighborhood and watching me this evening. I got to say thank you very much, all of you. And again, I will let you guys know as soon as it's set up about the August 8th and 9th investigations here. They should be good, and the live stream will be only on the 8th. It'll be like $5 or $6 a ticket. Michelle, thank you. Stubbs, thank you very much. Like I said, for 6 hours, it's $1 an hour. You guys will be able to watch live stream interviews with Scott Michaels and other people. We'll see. I'm trying to get a couple of celebrity guests to come. I've just got to talk to them. I'm going to reach out to them tomorrow and say, look, is happening. Would you care to be here? I'm telling you, to have these two girls, even one of the two would be great. But in any event, you guys will definitely tune in to see that. I got to reach out to her and see if she's interested. In any event, no, not Britney. It's not Britney Spears. Train wrecks are not need to fly. Yes, Scott Michaels will be here. That's why I said I'm trying to get somebody else. Love to get her. I'm telling you, because it's the anniversary, I'm telling you that might really just do it. That I might be able to get her here for. I definitely think, and maybe she'll bring a friend. If we go that way, you guys will be watching, and you guys will be paying to watch. No, this isn't like that OnlyFans shit. Stop that, Spirit. It's not funny, Jay. Oh, really? I should, Jay? You are a cad. And he said you should have an OnlyFans room in the house for ghosts and girls. Oh, God. Yes, I'm going to get Elvira. I don't think so. Britney dancing with knives. No, we're not getting Britney with knives. No, thanks. A wrestler friend of ours said he stopped by. I don't know who that was. Bella Lugosi's, Anthony Perkins, Vincent Price. No, hippie, we're not getting those famous actors here. But like I said, you guys will find out. I'll do another live. And I certainly will do another live. Don't say I won't. God, interrupt me. We will do another live here soon enough. And as soon as I get the details, then you guys can get yourself tickets because it'll be a fun event. And I want to sell this event out, both nights and the live stream. The live stream should be just great because I'm telling you, there could be some very serious players here for that night. I'm going to see who I can round up because I'd love to get some good people to come to that. Gangrel? He said he was in the chat. No, Rick McCallum has been here. Kane Hodder's been here. And R.A. Mihailoff have been here. No, Les. Stop it. He said Scott on Tape wasn't very nice. Well, I'm not Scott on Tape's wrangler, so I'm sorry. All right, so like I said, I'm out of here. You guys have a very good night. My God, sorry, 10:26. Nice to have dinner. Dear God. Anyways, you guys, again, have a good night. Be well. Don't forget, you guys hear something? Not that. Hold on 1 second. For a second there, I thought the gas darn window in the kitchen was open. Hold on. I go in the kitchen. The window's shut. Just like all the windows on here on the top floor are all shut. Because it's kind of cold outside, so I have no freaking idea what the hell that was. I heard something. 909, get in touch with me. Go to theomanhouse.com and get the number and text me so we can talk about doing some events here. Maybe this coming Saturday if you're interested. Yes, I blocked the door. What are you, crazy? What kind of a shadow are you talking about? Problem is I don't have a camera facing that direction from here. The only camera I have is that, and it faces this way. And what if that camera facing that way? No, nothing's open. Everything is. A Ouija board never used. I don't give a fuck what somebody says we don't use a Ouija board. Why? It's made by frickin' Funk and Wagner and now Parker Brothers. It's a gosh darn. See, saw a shadow. I was in the middle of saying something. So you guys see, you said you saw a shadow there and there, right there. So you see you saw a shadow in there. There's someone in front of you. No, it will not summon the dark side. That's complete hogwash and myth making. It'll summon the dark side. Really? I got news for you. If that was the case, there'd be a lot more damn demons running around. And I don't buy that at all. I'm sorry. God, I couldn't believe I said that. Ghosts in the room behind. Art Bell's ghost is in the room behind you. Get off your cap lock there, Les. Don, it's just a piece of gosh manufactured crap on cardboard. That's all it is. Well, I do have that camera there. That camera would definitely capture into the one there, so. Art Bell is dead. He wouldn't know. He didn't know. Michelle said she didn't see anything. Did you guys really see something in the, I'm still hungry. I gotta make something to eat. All right, look, fine. We'll go to 3.5 hours. The government killed Art Bell. Oh, God. I didn't see anything. Scroll back and you'll see them. No one people saw it. Yes, it was a shadow figure. I'll have to watch on the goddamn replay. And you said what? How many? What time was it at? Does anybody have the time that was at? By the way, spirits. Oh, I'm sorry, spirits. 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 Oh, spirits. Spirits. Oh, spirits. Anyone home? Anyone home? Sam? Well, it ain't the cat, because Domina's there sitting on the gosh darn chair. Reggie's curled up, sleeping sound as a baby on the gosh darn sofa. And Samantha's downstairs sleeping somewhere. Oh, scratch that. Samantha's on the counter right there. You want to see everybody? I'll show you. I don't kid. I don't lie. First off, Samantha on the counter. right? So Reggie, stay put. Reggie. And where's Dee? Dee. Dee's been gone. Can you see Dom? So the sounds you heard over there wasn't the gosh darn animals. He's such an animal. So we know that it wasn't the animals. See, when you watch stuff here at the house and it's me talking to you, you can bet your bottom dollar it isn't faked. And if it's something I can explain away as being dismissive, as being, yeah, that's something that's, the cat, it's the dog, it's the settling the house, whatever. And when it isn't. That's one good thing about me. I have no reason, and I don't sit and go, oh my God. Thanks a lot, Spirit. It's very funny. I don't sit there and buy into the drama side of things, I guess. What? Hi, Reggie, man. Sam. Thank you very much, Mr. Band. The Dom, yes, the Domino. Annie, because it is a toy, it's a gadget, it's a gizmo, it's a piece of cardboard, it's hard pressed, and then they put a label on it, says ABC, all that stuff. They give you a little plastic thing like this. Most of the time it doesn't do anything. Most of the time it doesn't do a thing. Reggie. I'm sorry, I'm not a believer in those things. It's a great selling point, but it's not real. Yes, Britney Spears. Spirits, do you like Britney Spears? Or do you not like Britney Spears? Is she like Lindsay Lohan? Are you still doing the editing of the video that you shot here with Scott? Really? Where's his information? I have your information somewhere around here. Anyways, get in touch with me. You've got my number. If you don't, go to theomanhouse.com. At the bottom of it's got my email and my telephone contact number. Get in touch with me and let's set something up and do something. You know some people that would be interested in coming here, and your video would be great. Les, do you know Britney Spears? Otherwise, I don't. And I'm not going to use my resources to try to get in touch with her. In any event, I've been on for over 3.5 hours. You guys have... Sorry, that was me doing it. I feel need to full Britney. Well, the people from Friday Beers who do Scared and Impaired are going to be releasing their video on my birthday on Wednesday. Britney is doing Instagram dance videos. Good. If anybody knows Britney Spears, get in touch with her and see if she wants to come up here. God help us. Oh, God help us, God. In any event, I want to get out of here and give myself something to eat. You guys have a very good evening. Brittany could dance, held the sculpture with noise. All right, like I said, you guys have a very good evening. Thank you again for being a very good special part of my evening tonight. Again, thank you, Stephen Hyde, for buying a copy of the book. Get yourself a copy. Bye, Sarah. Get yourself a copy of this and watch this movie. Not that movie, you dimwit. That's not a movie. Everybody's a critic. Everybody's got their copy. Son of a bitch. You never knew the costume. All right, hold on one second. Oh, it's just right there. I don't have to go anywhere. It's just right there. Here. Rent this movie. at houseattheendofthedrive.com. And by the way, subscribe to my channel, and of course this. That should fill up your screen. You can all read that and see that. Good. In any event. And yes, for those of you that are boxing enthusiasts, I do have some beautiful pieces of memorabilia for sale that were once part of my Jack Johnson boxing collection. Stop ringing the bell. I'm trying to show them off this stuff. To jackjohnsonboxing.com. Again, thank you very much. You guys want to chime out? Do you want to say goodbye? What movie? House? What movie? The poor bastard wants to know what movie. Since you missed it, we screened 50 minutes of a 90-minute movie. That's right, House at the End of the Drive. It's where they died. Nope, you can't have Hippie. It's not on Amazon. The movie is not on Amazon. It's only available at houseattheendofthedrive.com. There is no Jack Johnson Cup. Les, stop it. You're becoming a nightmare. It's not on Amazon. It's only here. Yes, you missed the movie. We watched the whole movie tonight. In any event, you guys have a good night. We're Oman out. I will talk to you guys soon.